Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Saturday, July 30th, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Cleveland Guardians vs Tampa Bay Rays. Our team pick is Cleveland Guardians for the win. And here is why. Cleveland was one big swing from winning the series with the Red Sox in Boston as they were knocked off in the series finale Thursday night. The Guardians entered Friday second in the AL Central, 2 games behind the Twins for the top spot in the division race. In the AL wild card picture, the team was 2.5 games behind the Rays for the final spot. On Thursday night, Cleveland finished with only 5 hits, as Josh Naylor was the lone player with 2. Jose Ramirez hit his 20th homer of the season in the loss, but the Guardians were 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Tristan McKenzie, 7-7, took the loss on the mound as he gave up 4 runs on 6 hits, with 1 walk and 6 strikeouts over 7 innings of work. Tampa Bay continued to struggle out of the All-Star break as they were beaten Thursday to drop to 2-5 in the second half of the season. The Rays entered Friday third in the AL East, 13.5 games behind the Yankees for the division lead. They held the final wild card spot in the AL by 2.5 games over the Guardians. On Thursday, Tampa Bay had plenty of opportunities but failed to cash in as they took the loss. Tampa Bay finished with only 4 hits with no player having more than 1, but the team went 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position while leaving 10 men on base in the contest. Ryan Yarbrough, 0-6, took a bitter loss as he allowed 1 run on 4 hits with no walks and 8 strikeouts over 6 innings. Our total pick is under 7.5 runs. And here is why. The Guardians are averaging 4.42 runs per game and 4.58 runs per game on the road. They averaged 3.33 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Rays. With Tampa Bay giving up 3.65 runs per game at home, the Guardians will be held under their average in this game. The Rays are averaging 4.18 runs per game and 4.14 runs per game at home. They averaged 6.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Guardians. With Cleveland giving up 4.42 runs per game on the road, the Rays won't score enough runs to push the score over the total. The Guardians and Rays played under the total in 4 of their last 5 meetings. Kansas City Royals vs New York Yankees. Our team pick is New York Yankees minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. The Kansas City Royals have the 13th best team batting average in baseball at .246, but recently traded away Andrew Benintendi, who was leading the team with a .320 batting average. The Royals are 20th in on-base percentage .309, 24th in slugging percentage at .378, and have scored the 27th most runs with 379. Bobby Witt Jr., questionable, is leading Kansas City in home runs with 14 and RBI with 51. MJ Melendez has hit 10 home runs, which is second amongst active players. Whit Merrifield is second in RBI with 38. The Royals look to be in excellent position to pull off a victory on Friday night, leading 5-3 heading into the bottom of the 8th. Unfortunately, the potent Yankees lineup woke up and poured in 8 runs in the inning and pulled away for an 11-5 win. The New York Yankees are third in team ERA at 3.14 and second in WHIP at 1.10. New York's starting rotation has 40 quality starts, which is 4th best in baseball, and has a batting average allowed of .218, which is 3rd best in baseball. Jameson Taillon has 10 victories to lead New York, and Jarrett Cole has a team best 153 strikeouts. New York will hand the ball to Nestor Cortes on Saturday. This season the left-hander is 8-3 with an ERA of 2.48 and 106 strikeouts. On Friday night, Aaron Judge continued his historic season for the Bombers. Judge went 3 for 5 with 2 home runs and 6 RBI in the Yankees' 11-5 win. Trailing 5-3 in the 8th, Judge's grand slam was part of an 8-run Yankee explosion in the inning. New York is much better than Kansas City both on the mound and at the plate. The Yankees are in the top 5 in 4 major categories for pitching and are in the top 3 in 3 major hitting categories. Kansas City starting pitcher Zach Greinke has been very inconsistent. Over the last 4 starts, the right-hander has allowed no runs in 2 starts and 9 runs in the other 2 starts and enters this matchup on Saturday with a 4.35 ERA. Nestor Cortes has had 2 consecutive strong outings for the Yankees, allowing 1 earned run in 13 innings pitched with 11 strikeouts and 1 walk. New York was 1-1 in those 2 starts, and Cortes was 1-0 with a no decision in an extra inning loss to Cincinnati. Our total pick is over 8.5 runs. And here is why. 25-year-old righty Jonathan Heasley, 1-5.50 ERA, will come off the injured list to start for the Royals. Heasley, who has been sidelined with a shoulder injury, has walked 29 batters in just 67 innings. The New York Yankees have won 39 of their first 51 home games and own the best overall record in the American League. On Friday, Ian Kiner-Falefa's run-scoring single put New York ahead to stay as part of an 8-run rally in the 8th inning. All-star of Aaron Judge homered twice and drove in 6 runs for the Yankees, who improved to 68-33 on the season. The Yankees will give the nod to all-star lefty Nestor Cortes, a 3.248 ERA, on Saturday. Last time out, Cortes fanned 7 batters across 6 frames during a 6-0 toed victory against Baltimore. New York of Giancarlo Stanton has landed on the 10-day injured list with left Achilles tendonitis. Through 100 games, Kansas City ranks 24th in ops and 27th in runs scored. For the season, New York ranks 3rd in ops and 1st in runs scored. Detroit Tigers vs Toronto Blue Jays. Our team pick is Blue Jays minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. Despite a season that has been a rebuild from the get-go, the Tigers have steadily gotten better as the season has gone along. Prior to Friday night's game, the Tigers have gone a respectable 13-17 in their last 30 games as they start to incorporate some of their young talent onto the major league roster. Willie Castro and Riley Green have both made solid contributions in the outfield, and young pitchers like Bo Brisky and Tarek Skubal have been given an opportunity to take center stage in the starting rotation. On Friday night, the Tigers rebounded to take the second game of the series 4-2 as 6 pitchers combined to 4 hit the Blue Jays in a bullpen game. At the plate, Willie Castro homered for the second straight game, and Victor Reyes went 3 for 5 with a double and an RBI. The Toronto Blue Jays are back where they expected to be this season, alive and well in the playoff picture. Granted, the Jays thought they'd be much closer to first place in the AL East than the double-digit deficit they currently have, but the team is firmly atop the wildcard playoff standings. Toronto is 16-14 in their last 30 games and seems to have survived a rough patch they suffered through just prior to the All-Star break. In fact, heading into Friday night's game, the Jays were 8-2 in their last 10 games. On Friday night, the Jays lineup was silenced by 6 Tigers pitchers, including going hitless over the final 4 innings with 8 strikeouts and a 4-2 loss. While Hutchison has been marginally average to below average as a starter, with an ERA over 5, Stripling has been outstanding over the past 2 months, with an ERA under 3 and 5 wins in his last 7 decisions. He was particularly dominant in a win over these same Tigers in June, going 6 innings and allowing just 1 hit and no runs in a 6-0 Blue Jays win. In addition, Toronto is 10-4 in his 14 starts this season. As for the Tigers, they will have difficulty keeping the Jays under 3 runs for a second straight night, particularly after having to utilize 6 pitchers in a bullpen game. I expect the Jays bats to be humming in this one, and they should win this game comfortably. Our total pick is under 8.5 runs. And here is why. As mentioned previously, Detroit scores an average of only 3.23 runs per game. Although Toronto scores its share of runs, the total has finished under in 19 of the last 26 meetings between these 2 American League rivals, as well as in 17 of the last 22 games that Detroit has played north of the border in Toronto.